Hello everyone. Okay, so last time I started dictionaries and I discussed their definition, what they are, and how to start constructing them. And I said one of the ways you can do that is you can include them in braces with a keyword and a value. So it goes keyword column like here, for example, keyword. Uh, Column value of that keyword and then comma, and then you go to another pair, different pair, another keyword, column, another value. Okay. So and then so on. And another way to create dictionaries also, if instead is you can call out the name. So for example, for that same dictionary I could have said, let's just call it D equals and then dict. Okay, you see it's in green, so that's a reserved keyword for Python. And then here, instead of opening braces, we can just open parentheses, and then we can put the same stuff. So now here you don't need to, for example, you could do, you don't need like quotes on each one. So like if I were to take these same things here, I'm just gonna copy them and to show you how they're done. So here is drink. Instead of quotes, I can just say drink, and then equals. Okay, so instead of the column, I could say equals. So I'm defining it to be water. That value to be water, and then likewise I can just do I can just do color here equals, instead of the column, red. Okay, and then if I call it out, you can see I get the same dictionary back. Okay, so this is just another way to represent it, um, with the keywords. One more way is to use the function zip. That's an interesting function in Python, which will come up later. But for now, the way you do it is the same thing. You say, okay, dict, and then you open parentheses, and then the zip. Okay, and now with zip, you have to open another parentheses because that's a function. And now you open brackets and you put down the keyword values you want. So the keywords that you want. So in my case, I have drink and color. So you say drink, okay, comma, and then another one color. So those keys go in brackets. Okay, and then you go outside the bracket and you say comma, and you open another bracket, and now you put the values for these keys here, okay, in the same order. So I had water and red, water, comma, red. Okay, and this is called zipping. So basically, in effect, what this is, let me print this out, and so you can see I get my dictionary back. Okay, so what this is in effect doing, it's basically zipping the values to the keys in the dictionary. Okay, the zip function enables this here through the keywords I entered here between the brackets, and the whole thing is acting as a dictionary because it's inside the parentheses here. Okay, so the again the left to right order of the dictionary is scrambled, and it's not necessarily in order. Okay, so because those mappings are not positionally ordered. Okay, so now let's talk about nesting for a moment. So suppose that we have information that's more complicated. Okay, so we need to say, instead of, like, say we have employees and we need to record first name and last name, and let's say we are storing them in a job title, and they have more than one job. Okay, so therefore we have to use nesting in order to express all this in a dictionary. So for example, I'm gonna use nesting now. Okay, so I'm gonna call d equals, so I'm gonna create a dictionary. Okay, and and let's say we're gonna enter the name, right? So that's the first keyword, and then the values for the keyword, I need it to be last first or first last, right? So then what I do, I nest a dictionary inside another dictionary. Okay, so I'm gonna represent the value of the keyword name through another dictionary that has value and keyword uh, uh, first name and the first name, and then another value and keyword last last name and their last name. You see, so here I could say, okay, so I could start with last name, for example, if I wanna arrange them in terms of last name. Okay, and I need the keyword for that last name, so let's just say James. Okay, and then I go out, comma. So now I'm done with this. um Oops, sorry, the comma is inside. So, and then first, and then the first name, let's say Anna. Okay, first. Remember, these are strings, so everything has to be in quotes. Okay, so you can see that the value of my keyword here is itself a dictionary that's made up of two keywords, um, two keywords and two values. Okay, so that's and then let's say I have the jobs, so that's the second keyword in the overall dictionary. So let's say or occupation or whatever. So let's say occupation, right? And then come out here, column. So now I can represent this instead through a list, for example. I can put a list here. So my value here will be a list to that keyword. Okay. So let's say I can say one time he was maintenance, and then another time he was cashier, and so on. Okay, and then maybe I have the uh, status, married or single. So I can represent this. So now I'm done with that specific keyword and value. So the value here was represented as a list, and now I can say, like, for example, or maybe age. Okay, so age. Let's just use age. Okay, age of the employee, and let's say 20. Now, remember, this is a number, so I don't need quotes, okay? This is numerical. So I just put 20. Okay, there you go. So that's my dictionary. And if I call it out, look at this. So I get back the overall dictionary with key values, with the keys and values. And then this first one here, you can see has its own nested dictionary as the value of the keyword name. Okay, and it has the list of jobs as a keyword, as a value to the keyword occupation. Okay, so this is a key dictionary, right, at the top. But it has so we have a nested dictionary for the name to support that there's first name and last name, and we have a nested list for the jobs to support that we have multiple jobs. uh, and then later on, let's say if any of these employees had more jobs, then we can keep adding, we can append and keep expanding the dictionary. um, so we can access the components of the structure just like we did the list-based matrix before. So for example, if I were to say here, if I can call out d name, and you can see I'm gonna get back the value for that keyword name, So last name James, first name Anna. Okay, so the name is a nested dictionary here. And then let's say I just want the last name, right? So I can this. Let me just paste it, and then I can say, okay, well now from the name, I just give me, like, for example, the last name, right? So I can type last here, and you can see I'm gonna get James, which is the keyword for that value. Okay. Uh, so and then I can get, for example, the jobs. So D jobs. Oops. Or oh, we called it occupation. Sorry. And you can see I'm gonna get back uh, maintenance and cashier. Let's say I'm trying to figure out what the last job is. So remember, the indexing of a list goes by position. So I can just say -1, which means the last one. Whatever my list is, the last one. And it's going to tell me he was a cashier. Okay, so that's indexing the nested list. And let's say I want to expand this dictionary, and I have another job that this individual, James Anna, had. So I can say, okay, well, now go to jobs, right? So go to occupation, and then I'm gonna append this. So dot append, right? Now remember, because this was a list, right? So we use the keyword for the list, append. So and then let's say he got another job as a handler or whatever. Okay, so I can enter it here. And so that's so now so and now if I print my dictionary back, look at this. It added the the extra job occupation for that name, for that individual. So it expanded the nested jobs list, occupation list, because that occupation list is a separate piece of memory from the dictionary that it belongs to, right? It can grow and shrink freely. Okay. So okay, that's it. That's all I want to say here on this part. I'll maybe there's a few more things. I might do another video for dictionary. Let me see how much is left. And thanks for watching. I hope this helps. Don't forget to subscribe and like. And please, if you're able to and can support our efforts to keep this education available for free, please support us in the email address I have in the description. This is a PayPal to keep. I'm the only one doing all this stuff, so it would definitely be a great help if you can and able to. Whatever you can support us with, that would be appreciated. Okay, see you next time.